Did you have any last words you wanted to say before your tragic death? He was... Did you hear that?
Scared?
Scared.
Oh my God.
He was scared.
We're inviting the Bannister boys to go up there to make contact in some form. Now, Paul said non-fatal, I believe was the terminology.
Yes, that was the term, yeah.
So, you know, they poked me. If it is them, poke them, say hello, do something, slam a door, anything.
Daniel and Arthur, are you both here right now? Oh my God, if that wasn't the guys trying to come in, what the crap?
Bannister boys. I was doing a little reading up on your case today. Ooh, chilly willy. And what you did was terrible. I mean, just terrible. But I begin to get a better understanding of, well, not why you did it, actually, but, and I'm certainly not sympathetic. I don't know, that just, given your upbringing, the challenges you faced, poverty and everything, you know, your mother, I'm not going to say it's not all your fault, because clearly it was, but it seems like you got yourself in a bad situation, and it wasn't, that part wasn't all your fault, and you made some really terrible choices. But I mean, what a way to go, hanged, like together, buried together. Ugh.
So I am sitting in the gym upstairs in the Dorchester jail. This used to be male dormitories, and there was a number of reports in this location from people of objects moving. We had an object move up here last night. A bolt fell out of
Okay, I just heard a sound behind me. So the weird noise you got, what did it sound like to you?
it was kind of like a high-pitched, like something squeaking back there, or?
So when I was in death row, which is, there's a wall and it's over on the other side, I came out and I asked them, did you guys hear anything that sounded to me? It sounded to me like a scream, a high-pitched kind, I can't, you know, my voice is too low, something like that, but higher pitched. That's the best I can do. And you guys didn't hear anything?
No.
But you did?
Yeah, I did.
Right. Follow me. So they use this is the gym out there, obviously, that we were in, and this is, in essence, the bathrooms, changing room, and showers that the gym people would use. So here's the door that they have that leads into that. It's not a handle door, it's this door. Is that what you heard, Holly?
Yeah, I think that is what I heard.
Imagine you're away and you can just hear the faintest echo, because I would have been right through that wall there. The faintest echo, it's like corner of my ear. Yeah, I would say that's what I heard.
Did you hear it once or twice? I don't think I heard it after that, but it would be interesting if it correlates to when you thought that you heard it over there.
Yeah, no, I only heard it the one time, and I was talking to the Bannister boys, if they're there, and doing my usual challenge to lower the temperature thing, which I'm curious to see how that's worked out. But then just the faintest thing, but I clearly, I heard it. I was like, to me, it sounded like a scream, like, but this.
Makes sense, but there was nobody back here.
No, there's nobody here. Are you guys still in the shower?
We're going to walk in there right now. We just came over here like 2 seconds ago. We were on our way when you called up.
Okay, that's not good.
Anything we should know about?
Just give me 1 sec.
Okay.
But like we were back here for like 5 minutes and we heard nothing with this.
Can Chelsea and Tabor come down to the left wing, and then I'll send it back to you.
Sure.
What do you think that's about?
He doesn't say things aren't good unless he means it. So.
Things aren't good.
Cool. So I called you guys down. I was just doing, I know you were doing something else, but I just wanted to get this on camera and then I'll send you back up. I also wanted to make sure that you were where you were supposed to be because I was just walking down. I was going to do the left side and the right side just to walk down, see if anything was going on. And as I came down, nothing really. And I got to right about here and a couple of things happened. One, I heard footsteps, and I definitely realized the footsteps now because they sounded like you two as you were just walking up there. And then the temperature nosedived because I was walking along with my flashlight out and I could see my breath. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if the camera will pick this up. It got so cold, I could see my breath. Hopefully the camera picks that up, but you could like remember the movie The Day After Tomorrow when the helicopter crashes and they breathe their last and the cold comes out? It like literally, I don't know if you guys feel cold down here, but I could see my breath and I haven't been able to do that before. And that happened at the same time as I heard footsteps, boom, 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 upstairs, which is why I called to make sure you guys were still, which you were, right, over there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This segment is over. I'm leaving this side. You two are welcome to stay here if you want, but I'll come back later with somebody else and see if it's still chilly. But yeah, that was, I mean, I heard them. It was just like when you guys were walking up there, boom, boom, I went, yep, that's what I heard. It was like somebody was walking above me, that thuddy kind of sound. And then just, freezing all of a sudden. All right, great. All right, here we are in the death row cells at the Dorchester jail, and it's pushing towards 227. This is it, Jim. This is the end for us. So we thought it would be a good idea, I guess, fun, considering it was two brothers that were hanged here 82 years ago. And while they were much younger than my brother and I are now, the age difference between them was sort of the same. One was 20, one was 18. I'm a year-ish older than Jim, so we're at least in the same ballpark. So we thought, you know, if the Bannister boys were going to talk to any of us at any time, maybe it would be at the time they were hanged. Hello?
Is that temperature?
That's the machine giving me a consistent, yeah. Thank you. The ghost box hasn't acted at all night, nothing. So now we're getting something, which is a Neil Finn song, funnily enough. Now we're getting somewhere. So we thought we'd come up here. They were hanged at around 2:07, 2:08 in the morning, which is terrible. Ugh. I guess if you got to go, it doesn't matter, but still. Ugh. Wake up, boys, and we're going to hang you. and they were pronounced dead at 2:27, and they were hanged together. So if this, I don't want to walk near, we have REM pods set up here. If anything moves near REM pod, it will let us know if the Bannisters are here. I have Ghost Box, but they were hanged together back to back at the same time, I guess, and they were buried together. They were put in the same coffin and buried. Oh, geez, Jim, do you really want to spend eternity together in the same coffin?
No, no, I do want my own coffin.
Yeah, me too. It's just, I want a Viking funeral. I want to be like set
you're my brother and I love you, but
well, that's
eternity. No.
Yeah, no, I can't.
No.
Marilyn Monroe maybe, but
next to each other, sure, but
yeah.
not.
All right, let's
not in the same box.
Let's see if we get anything on Ghost Box. I'm going to turn Ghost Box on here, or turn the mute off, I guess, because we're around hanging time, as they say. So there we go. All right, first question. Are the Bannister brothers here with us now? Or either one of them, but perhaps both of them. If you are, Jeebus, say something. Oh my God, there's voices coming through. That, I don't know what they were saying, but that didn't sound good. Was that the Bannister brothers talking to us through the Ghost Box right there? Can you do that again? Do you have anything to say? I'll let Jim ask some questions in a minute here. Do you have anything to say to the victims out in the ether of your horrible, horrible, terrible crimes?
That's the same thing again. Same voice. It's almost like a chant. Don't something?
That didn't sound good at all.
Well, it sounded like the same thing being repeated over and over and over and over again. And I thought I heard the word don't something, something.
Yeah, me too. That,
because they did it right away the first time. Then there was your second question, and that time it was the same thing. Same voice.
Tabor, did you hear that?
Repetitive.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that was weird. I've never heard anything like that, because this is supposed to pick up radio frequencies and stuff. So you might get some guys doing a radio show here, maybe some guys doing a radio show there. You're picking up a CB, I don't know. And the words you might get maybe as a little phrase, but it would come from different sources. That sounded like consistently like a Dalek almost from Doctor Who. Exterminate, exterminate, don't, whatever, something, something. And just repeating it insistently, I might add. Like it wasn't being friendly, I don't think.
I don't know. It was, I didn't feel it was unfriendly.
Okay, let's try it again. I'm going to unmute it. Here, you ask something. I'll unmute it. You'll hear. I'll put it against my when I put it against my chest. That's your opportunity to go. All right.
Okay.
Because you'll hear it'll get less. All right. So there we go. We're putting it against. There you go.
So if anyone, either the Bannister brothers or somebody else, is with us tonight, could you please speak through the box to give us your message?
I hear is talking. I don't know what the first word is.
So it could be somebody else is talking.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to change up the experiment. Dylan, come on up to death row. I need to change the experiment up here. I mean, I should be really frightened. I am kind of frightened because to me, that sounds frightening. When somebody consistently repeats something that's like
Yeah, but if somebody's consistently repeating something, I almost take it as a warning, or if it was the Bannister brothers, that they're repeating something almost like they're repenting or trying to get a message from the spirit world into the real world. And whatever that message may be, I'm sorry, I'm repenting.
Jim Kimball, the gentler Kimball brother.
Gentler, thinking that we all go.
It's just me. What's up?
You're not gonna like it.
I never do.
Here.
Well, you may or you may not. Here will be
get away.
interesting.
Yeah, well, let's just see what happens. Because mucho, I can't wait to
Is there a lot of voices?
Oh, yeah.
It was, when you hear it, you'll just go.
Well, let's not say anything.
All right, so I'm gonna unmute it.
Yeah.
All right, it's cooking. All right, Bannister boys, we brought somebody new here. You might know him from last night, Dylan Garland. He's not related to us, but he's the brother from another. There we go.
Ugh. The hell is that?
We've gotten that every time we mention the Bannister brothers. Boom. That.
Don't da 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 don't da 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 don't da 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 don't
You got that every time you mention the Bannister brothers. What happens if I give it to you?
Yo, Bannister brothers. About those 3 people you brutally murdered. And you're probably, in the 6th level of hell now. How's it feel down there?
Who's that on the poster?
One, yeah.
Yeah, I assume she's dead.
Yeah, she has. I'll just turn that off for a sec. She was given 3.5 years for something, part of the plot, something to do with the dead baby. But
Oh, she was arrested too.
oh yeah, she was the ringleader. But she served her time, and then she lived to 1971. Lived another 35 years.
So
and
you
she
know
had 2
what-
other kids too.
You know what I'm hearing?
What?
Because you heard don't.
I heard,
something,
yeah.
something, right?
I've heard don't as well. Yeah.
I've heard don't take my babies.
Really?
Don't take my babies.
You know-
Don't take my babies.
It could be, and you know what it was, or what happened, I think and it may have even been here, as Bill was telling it, is that the mother saying the goodbyes to her sons.
Maybe.
Wow.
She's the one who took the. It was her plot. She should feel guilty about it. She got him killed. You know what? Well, maybe we should bring the female member of our team up here and talk to Mrs. What's her name? You don't do well with Mrs. Is Everson's Gorham. Try that. I want to try that one more time though without Holly. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I want to.
Yo, Mrs. Bannister, you got your 2 sons killed because you got them into this crazy plot, and you didn't actually do serious time, and you got to live the rest of your life. How does the guilt weigh on you? Because I'm pretty sure wherever they are, you're nearby now. Oh, fuck, yes, I hear it now, Dylan.
now?
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
Don't take my babies.
Can you hold this for a sec?
I don't want to.
I know there's the power of suggestion, but that's
No.
what it sounds like.
All right, I'm going to go get Holly.
All right, Mrs. Bannister, what do you have to say?
Dylan, you want to know something interesting, and here's the experiment that will come up in the next couple minutes. They passed away at, I think, 2:27 is what Paul was telling, and that's the story from Bill, and of course from historical records. They were originally hanged at around 2:07.
And they didn't.
You
back in
just
that time,
asked right now for Mrs. Bannister if you asked her a question, right?
Yeah.
And if what we're hearing is don't take my babies, don't take my babies.
Right.
There was no answer
God.
right there. By my watch, which I had set earlier this week, it is now 2:28. I'm just wondering, let's not tell Paul and Holly this.
Yeah.
If they come up and we get no more conversations coming right now, and it stopped at 2:27, the time of the passing.
Yep.
So let's see what happens when Paul comes back up here with Holly. We talk to the ghost box again, but if we don't get any other communications,
That's pretty. That's a good.
when the two brothers were up here trying to communicate with the Bannister brothers and the mother potentially was trying to converse with us in a kind of that frantic manner, which is what the voice sounded like, was a frantic voice.
Yeah. Oh, very.
Very
almost
much so.
aggressive.
See, that's why I didn't, like Paul said. Paul said that he sounded like it was threatening. I said, I don't think it's threatening. My reaction wasn't threatening.
Desperate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was more of it. Anyways, let's continue on with this.
Why is it so cold?
Yeah, well, because we're dealing with the forces of hell. All right, Mrs. Bannister, you horrible woman who set things up with your two sons and wound up, they got hanged and you got away with 3 years and then lived the rest of your life. Do you have anything to say for yourself to any of us? So your two sons were hanged right here because of your plot. What do you have to say for yourself?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Mrs. Bannister, if you are still here with us, we need to talk to you right now about this. Do you have a message for us at this time?
He's kind of gentler, Kimball.
So what time did we come up here, Paul? Around 2 o'clock?
Yeah, it's just a couple
5
minutes.
after 2?
About
The
that.
hanging of the brothers was at around 2:07.
Yep.
The death was at approximately 2:27.
Mm-hmm.
We conversed basically from about 2:10 until 2:25, at which time you left. I looked at my watch. It was 2:27. Dylan and I tried to talk and ask questions right after that. And since that time, there have been no responses.
That's very interesting.
Since 2:27 on my watch, the time that they would have passed away, and if the message was from her, don't take my babies,
Too late.
then at 2:27, it's over.
So I left the ghost box with you guys, and you kept playing with it.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
And we didn't get anything.
No, nothing.
wait,
We mentioned the Bannisters. We mentioned,
nothing at all. As soon as I left, you got nothing.
Nothing.
and it was 2:28 at that time.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
That's a little freaky.
That's a lot freaky, and it buys into your. Now, of course, if they had been talking to us at 2:27,
Well, yes, that's
either,
yes.
either interpretation is
Either
valid.
interpretation,
Oh, see,
depending if
so, so it would be almost freakier now if we don't hear anything.
Oh, 100%.
Because if we do hear it again, still really,
That
really, really
takes that
bad.
hold.
But it'd be like, okay, wait now. All right, let's try 1 or 2 more times. Hey, Chelsea, you want to talk to Mrs. Bannister?
or whomever.
Here you go.
Mrs. Bannister, do you have any last words for your sons?